Melissa and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really easy weekday or weekend meal for you. I'm going to be making taco soup. Super easy, don't need many ingredients and don't need much time. So let's go ahead and get started. So these are the ingredients you will need for taco soup. You will need a pound to a pound and a half of ground beef, a small chopped up onion, a pack of ranch seasoning, a pack of taco seasoning. I actually make my own. I will leave that recipe down in the description. A large can of crushed tomatoes, a can of corn, whole corn, a can of tomato rotel, a can of great northern beans, and 1 can of black beans. Okay, so taco soup can be made in either the Instapot or the crock pot. I happen to use the Instapot quite often. If you get to know me, you'll know that I'm a huge Instapot fan. So for this recipe, I'll be using the Instapot. I will be using the slow cook feature for the taco soup, but you can pressure cook it. I just don't need, I'm not in a hurry. So it's 9:40 in the morning, and so dinner's not till later tonight, obviously. So what you're gonna do if you do not have an Instapot is grab a saute pan, put a little olive oil in the bottom of that, and brown your meat with some salt and some pepper and that small onion we chopped up. So go ahead, brown that meat. I'm going to go ahead and do it here in my Instapot. So let's go ahead and get started with my Instapot taco soup. So if you have an Instapot, go ahead and push the saute button. I have it set to normal. You're going to hear this beep in a little bit. But what you're going to want to do is go ahead and get your pound to a pound and a half of ground beef and just, there it goes. Put that in there. I like to give it a good chop. And once I get that chopped up, go ahead, put salt and pepper on it. Salt. And pepper. I'm almost out of pepper. And I'm a little extra. I like to add a little extra chili powder. Just regular chili powder. Onion powder. Cumin. Cumin does not want to come out. Come on, cumin. All right. And my favorite, garlic powder. We're also going to go ahead and add this chopped up onion to the ground beef mixture. And we're going to brown all of that together. So I have all of that in my Instapot now. We're just going to cook it until it's nice and brown. Very simple, and that is one thing I love about the Instapot, is that I can do all my cooking just right here in one pot. It's amazing. Less cleanup, less heat in the kitchen. It's amazing. So while we're browning the meat, and while we're waiting for it to get brown, you can go ahead and open your cans and your ranch packet and your taco seasoning packet, or if you're making your own like I did, go ahead and make your taco seasoning. Again, I'll have that linked below in the description. And then after this is browned, then really all we have to do is just dump all the ingredients into the pot. It's that easy. So when your ground beef is done cooking, let's see if I can get a good view of this. It's so steamy. And that looks like that. For those that might not know. No pink. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the saute mode. So on mine, saute's here. Cancel button, we'll turn it off. And we'll go ahead and add our other things. Okay, so now that we have our ground beef browned, we're going to go ahead and add our ranch seasoning and taco seasoning. Now let me just say this, if you have a really fatty ground beef you're working with and it produced a lot of fat, you can go ahead and drain that off if you'd like to. Mine didn't, it's not very fatty or oily or whatever it's called, so I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm going to go ahead and add my ranch seasoning. I'm going to add my taco seasoning. And then my black beans. I did not drain the beans. I like to keep all of the liquids in it. That helps make the soup. So black beans, great northern beans, rotel, corn, and finally a large crushed tomato. Make sure I get all of that tomato in there. And we're going to go ahead and just give it a really good stir. So this is what it looks like once it's all stirred up. Just make sure you get it all good and combined. And then we're going to go ahead and put the lid on. So for me, I'm using my Instapot. So I'm actually going to use the slow cook feature, which I rarely use, but here it is right here, slow cook. Put it in view, slow cook. And I'm going to cook it, let's see, on normal for about 4.5 hours. So the great thing about the Instapot is once it's finished cooking, it goes to a keep warm mode, and it'll help your food stay warm until it's time to eat. I'm not going to be eating this taco soup until later tonight, so that works out perfectly for me. Now look, if you are in a hurry and need to pressure cook it, go ahead and do that. But I've discovered that I usually need about 1/2 cup of water added into the soup mixture so I don't get a burn notice, because once you saw the consistency. It's kind of thick. The Instapot typically doesn't like thick stuff like that when you're pressure cooking, so you may get a burn notice. So I would say 1/2 cup and sometimes a cup of water to pressure cook it. It'll also make it a little bit more soupy like. And then so pressure cook it for about 8 minutes and then let it natural release, and it'll be all ready for you. So I'm going to go ahead and let the Instapot do its slow cooking thing, and I'll be back to show you what the finished product looks like. Alright, so this is the finished product. This is cooked 4 hours, and so now it is time to serve. I like to add sour cream and a little cheese and some cilantro. I also serve this with chips, so you can dip your chips into your soup. But yeah, here's our finished product. Thanks for watching my video today. Hey, if you like this recipe, please give my video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe while you're at it. I have some more great videos coming your way. Let me know if you enjoyed your soup, and I'll see you next time. Bye!